Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. I've been waiting until I got something a little bit fancier and higher class for my next video. And I mean, I could have done my Mezco Dr. Fate, but I wanted to maybe switch it up a bit and do something different, like DC. So I chose to wait for this amazing Mezco Batman. So, yeah, let's get into it. So now we're going to be taking a look at the gadgets in the hands. First off, you got the stock hands, which are the fists on both hands. Of course, he comes with the two sets of hands. Next, he's got like either like calm hands or like grabbing someone hands. You know, like he's jumping at him and he's about to grab him. Then next up, you got hands for like, oh my goodness, it's difficult to track down the correct hands, but here he has like batarang holding hands, so he can like whip batarangs at you, and he's got like his fingers like not molded together on the first like index finger, but the rest of them you'd have to cut the plastic around him, so then he can have like batarangs in between his fingers, and he's about to like beat down on a criminal, and he's got like batarang knuckle dusters or something. So that would be cool design. Next up, he's got like these like staff holding hands. He doesn't come with anything that I would think you'd hold these with, but it's like a cool accessory. So if you got like maybe an American flag, or he's holding a barrel of a gun or something. So I don't know what he would be doing with those hands, but it's just kind of like grip hands for like a pull or something. Next up, he's got shooty finger hands, or you can fudge them as like pointing hands or like typing fingers or something. Like if you have a big bat computer for one tall scale, you can put like him having like computing on his bat computer or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, but now looking at the like the gadgets, I'm gonna first take a look at the random ones. First off, this just random sonar gun, I guess, but like I don't know what it's supposed to be, if it's like a sonar gun or if it's something else, but it's got like this disc and like a needle pointing out, almost kind of like a satellite, and you could take that out and you could just have the base gun, but that kind of looks weird without it. And there's a peg on the side, so you can peg it on the side like that, and I don't know what you would want to do with that. Or you can like swap it around. Oh, I dropped the, oh, there it is. Drop the disc, and you can see like the needle, there's like an inner hole in there, and then you can just like push a little hard, just not too hard so you don't snap the needle. And there you go. He has like a weird disc on his gun, which I don't know if that's good or not, but I would definitely not be using it for that if I were to use it. But you can also swap it around and put it in there like that, and you can have this pointing out or something. I don't know, but yeah, this is just a random accessory that they threw in. I mean, it would be cool if he's battling Superman or something. So yeah. Next up, you got the bat, like the bat drone or something, and like it's a cool thing. I mean, I wish there was like a peg in the stomach right there. Well, not really stomach, but like the abdomen section of the drone. So then you can have it like on a display stand, and it's like flying around like ooh. Yeah, but like you don't really do anything with that. But the next accessory, like the next gadget, is really cool. It's the kryptonite knuckle dusters. So you can have them like fighting Superman with the kryptonite knuckle dusters, and they don't light up or anything. It doesn't light up, but if you get it in the light just right, it looks like it's just glowing, and it's amazing. So yeah, the Kryptonite Knuckle Dusters. It's like the Kryptonite Knuckle Duster is such a cool thing to pack in with this Sovereign Knight Batman. It's just awesome, and I want to use it, but like I'm planning on having them work together because it's like a Justice League display. So yeah, it's Justice League of America display. So oh well, but I wish I could use that, but oh well. Next up, you got his grappling hook, and it's kind of cool, but I don't know if it works well. Like if I plug in this grappling hook, it doesn't like he's about to shoot it, but if you tilt it upside down, it just falls out of the barrel. So I don't know if I got the wrong Sovereign Knight grappling hook, or if it's just meant to do that, because, you know, you're probably going to pose him, like, pointing it straight up, and, you know, he's about to shoot it, but, oh well. Then he comes with like a fired grappling hook, so you just put this ball in here, and then you just poke it in there, and got it in there, then you can have them like shooting it out, but I don't know where I would put it. Like you could have them like shooting it out, and it's on top of the boxes or something. Yeah, but mine didn't come with the box or anything, so yeah, I had to get this without the box. So yeah, I can't have it on the box or anything. But next up, he comes with a bigger batarang. This might be like a remote control batarang or something, or just something random. It's just like a random little batarang. I like it. It's simple, and I'm probably gonna pose him throwing that. So yeah, next up, he comes with like this guy was nice enough to include a little baggie, but like just shaking it out a little bit. Get one out. It's got like the same shape as the bigger one, but it's just totally black, and it's smaller, and it's got a bit of detail work on there. If you can see, it's got like a little bit of oh wait, no, it's not detail work, it's just how they molded it, but it's just like a flat plastic with a little bit of a rough texture on it, so then you can hold it, and you know, you don't drop it because it's so smooth. It's almost like how they have the notches on pennies and stuff. So yeah, it's a cool little batarang. It's simple. It's just a little batarang. So yeah, I'm probably gonna keep these in the baggie so that I don't lose them. And I think there's 10 in there. So yeah, but next up, we'll take a look at the heads. First off, we'll look at the base body head. This is what comes on the body out of the package, I believe. And you can see here, you know, it's just your average armored Batman helmet, and it looks like the Dark Knight, like the Dark Knight trilogy helmet with the indents for the temple, and it's just really cool with the line work and everything. But next up, take a look at the Bruce Wayne head sculpt, and it's a nice head sculpt. It's a bit small, and it sits a little bit low on the peg, but it looks cool. And you know, you got like this cool glint to Bruce Wayne's eyes, so his blue eyes kind of like glow or like they reflect, and they're not creepy or anything. And it's a really nice head sculpt, and you know, it looks like real skin. And then you got like graying hair right there, and this looks exactly like the Ascending Knight Bruce Wayne head sculpt. I'll put a picture up now, and yeah, it's basically the same thing. It's got all the nice hair work, and I'm thinking about getting the Batman Supreme Knight, where it's the older one, and I'll have them as like the Dark Knight Returns display, and it's pretty cool. It would be pretty cool, but yeah, that's pretty much it with the Bruce Wayne head sculpt. And next up, I'll do short ear head sculpt with the little grimace on his face, and you know, he's about to beat up some punks or something, or he's about to beat up the Joker, or I don't know, whatever you want to do with the head sculpt. But yeah, it's a cool head sculpt. I'm not gonna use it because I like the longer ears actually. So yeah, this it's just a cool little add-on, and I like how pointy the nose is, and this, yeah, and the grimace is cool, but it doesn't really look like a grimace. But finally, my favorite head sculpt, which is the battle damage head sculpt. So this looks like he got in a tussle with like Catwoman or Superman, and like they busted through the cowl, and he's hurt, and he's got blood coming out of his mouth, and his eyes bruising up, and his the head underneath the cowl actually looks like the head sculpt from like the head sculpt that's included. So I really like that, and it's a really good head sculpt. It's still got the glint in the eye, so it actually looks like it's reflecting off his eye. And yeah, that's pretty much it with the accessories. Next up, we'll take a little look at the detail of the figure. And this guy is just amazing with detail. And it's like covered in detail, like head to toe. First off, you can see like the sculpt, like in the like in the bat logo. And you can see here that there's almost kind of like an inner bat in there. So you can see like the line work in there, and he's on his like suit. He's got like a metal weave almost, and got tons of good line work to make it look like armor. And on his gauntlets, he's got the weird like things he uses like to snap swords and everything. I don't know what they're called, and if I ever find what they're called, I'll put it up on screen like here. And yeah, and also there's tons of like good paintwork. So there's like a gloss on the wrist where it appears that the gauntlets kind of like snap together. He's got like these knee pads, and most people don't like them, but I like them. It's just a nice touch, and it makes and like the suit looks more tactical from it. And as you can see, the boots, like on the bottoms, like, and the toes, it's kind of like this gloss on it, and it's just great, like, sculpting on the bottom of the boots. Like, look at that. You can see the treads on there, and he's got pegs, like, peg holes in each of the feet, but he didn't come with a stand either, which is totally fine. I don't need the stand for him. I'm not going to have him gliding or anything. I'm going to have him about to throw the big batarang, which I have right here, and I'll be throwing the big batarang. And you can see on his neck, he's really detailed, and he's got a cloth cape, and it's just beautiful. And I got this off of Mercari for like $130, which is really good for this version of this like Batman from Mezco, because this guy goes up to like $200 to $300, and it's absolutely insane. Like with all of his accessories used, and yeah, it's crazy, but like this guy was great for the price. Like the skull, like the custom work is great, and you can see he's got like a custom diaper. It's ripped a little bit down by the crotch area right there, so I'm gonna have to make my own trunks for Batman, possibly. But his cape is like, it's huge. So like here, let's show it. I'm trying to get the wires so then the cape is all the way up, but boom, that's how big the cape is, and I think it's perfect. And you can like drape it around Batman and like have his symbol poking out. Like you could have him on top of a gargoyle, and like he's got the cape billowing out from the wind, and it's amazing. And the belt also has great sculpting, and like I love the gold color of it. And the cool part about this thing is it's got like a paint wash, and you can see there's kind of like a little clip and you can clip in the grappling hook, and it doesn't sit well, and like, you know, if you move it around a bit or like you shake it, oh wow, it's not coming off. But I might have clipped it in good that time. So yeah, and on the back it doesn't have the Frankenstein stitch that Mezco normally does, but on this figure it's on the sides of it, so you get all that great detail work on the back, and then you got the Frankenstein stitch smaller, and it's going up into the armpits, so it looks way better than how it did. So I'm really happy that it doesn't have this Frankenstein stitch on the back. So yeah, and it's got like two different types of fabric on the inside of the cape, and on the outside it's kind of like a rubbery, it's more rubbery, like weave on the back of it, and on the inside it's like a more like lighter fabric on the inside, which is really good. I like that, and man, it's just great. But yeah, moving on to the articulation. He does have a bicep swivel, but I'm not going to push it too far because this is my only copy and I don't want to break it. And he's got double jointed elbows, and like at this like gauntlet, it swivels. His hands are on the McFarlane ball joint, so it goes on, it swivels from the hand and from the wrist. So also the boots, they don't swivel, but like it's a normal Mezco articulation at the foot, so it moves like that. And, you know, you can see what you're doing. Got double jointed knees. Got a thigh swivel. I don't want to stretch it too far. His leg goes up that far, or that's as far as I'm willing to go, but his legs go up, of course, and it's got extra fabric in there, so it doesn't stretch the fabric out. So I like what they did there. And yeah, that's pretty much it with the articulation, but like the head is on the double ball joint, so, or the dumbbell joint as it's normally called, so you can get them tilted back and forth. So with some of the heads you don't get the best articulation, but it's because it sits low on the ball peg. But yeah, that's pretty much it with articulation. My overall thoughts on this figure is it's perfect, down to the last minute detail, as Homelander would put it. Like, man, but it's just absolutely crazy the amount of detail and like paintwork Mezco put in it. Like, the heads look like real people. It looks like a real person is under that mask, and like it looks like a real person when you have the head sculpt on there. Just looks like they shrunk down a little person, or they have a little person like in the suit, and it's just really awesome. Oh wait, but yeah, just if you ever find a good deal on this figure, I suggest you buy it immediately. Like, you need to have this figure because it's the best Batman. Screw Mafex. I think it's a good Batman, and I don't have it, but I'm planning on maybe getting a Mafex Spider-Man, but Mafex Batman, he's pretty expensive, and I don't like how you can see all the joints. And for my DC collection, I want to get like a higher end collectibles like for my shelf, and you don't see the articulation. And maybe I'll get the Mafex Superman if I find a good deal on it, and then I put like a suit on it. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it with this figure. It's a great figure, and I love it. If you ever are thinking about it, buy it as soon as possible. It's the best Batman you can buy. But yeah, that's it for the video. See ya.